Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Hello one, hello all, and welcome to Westerly Middle School for a special event here. We got middle school girls basketball Elite 8 action, folks. A chance to get to the state's Final Four on hand here tonight. I am the voice, Greg Morano, alongside producers, owners, Ben Barber and Dave DeAngelis. We're about to get this thing kick-started, and boy, am I ever excited. These girls, folks, the regular season, first of all, perfection, which is unbelievable to begin with. 13-0 regular season, undefeated in the division as well. They're about to get started here. Folks, I know it's in the past, and it's a brand new game here today as we get the tip off, but man, some of these scores I've never seen other than in video games. These girls, when they got it going on, they got it going on, let me tell you. And they're looking for a state championship, nothing less. Tip up. Bulldogs have it. Number 25 with the Bulldogs, Tessa Bliven. Lets the offense get started. And the girls rotate, precise passing into the paint they go. Nice play to start things off. Boy, oh boy. That was an impressive start. Beautiful play, good passing, 2-0. And they're going to press. I've heard a lot about this team, and look at the save after the steal. They are swarming faster than I can even get numbers out. I haven't had the fortune of watching these girls play on the run here, and that is Bliven up and easy in with the foul. These girls are excited. It is 4-0. I haven't even been able to breathe. And they're going for a free throw. Tessa Bliven, great athlete on the line for the Bulldogs. And they're going to go to make it 5-0 here as I'll take a breather. The report I had gotten from good sources, Coach Cesaro, the high school, and everybody. And these girls are dominant. And the free throw off the mark, and we're going to go with the Falcons, have a shot with it here. They're going to go end-to-end. Good defense, held the ground, forced a shot off the mark, and the Bulldogs come back. Number 23, Tana Hamlin pushes it forward, and it's going to be off the mark. The Bulldogs again will press.
You know, Greg, this is our first time calling a middle school game here tonight, and the energy from both sides of the court is just palpable. These girls are fast, they're quick, they're making passes, they're making plays, they're running all over the place. We know that the Bulldogs are not afraid to make something happen. They've been dominant all year. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, they're constantly running from play to play, pass to pass. I'll tell you what, the strength they have in the middle up for 2 free throws coming, it's just really impressive. Let me see, number 31, that's Madison Caradillo. She's gotten wrapped up by about 3 defenders twice now and come out with possession and a good pass to her teammates. So they have strength in the middle. I mean, what I will say, I'm not going to go to any particular games, but their margin of victories, I mean, doubling up their opponents, 25, 35, 40 points, it's just been crazy. Really, if you were to read the articles, go ahead.
No, they've been so impressive all season long. Hopefully we see the same thing here tonight.
Absolutely, because unfortunately, I mean, I'll mention it once, but your whole regular season behind. Just three-pointer around and in. That is Hamlin with the 3 for the Bulldogs. And it'll be 5-2. Bulldogs have split their free throws. Excuse me, 8-2. And look at them swarm, and that's Hamlin again with it. Presses forward. And we got number 11 up finish. Nope, didn't drop. There was contact, didn't call, but the Bulldogs will maintain possession. Yeah, they waste no time getting up and back. They're constantly running plays, and you got to really credit. I wish I had their entire coaching staff on, but they got cut off. Let me see, make sure the rest. I know that Mike Reyes and his wife Allison Reyes are the head coach for the team, and what a job they have done. Block on that, and they come away with it, and that'll be Bliven who comes down the court. 8-2 Bulldogs lead. So, yeah, Mike Reyes and his wife Allison Reyes are his head coach and assistant coach. I will get the other assistant. I don't want to leave anybody out, but what a job they've done. I mean, these young women don't just create plays. They're created by the coaches. And that's impressive on two factors. I know for a fact Mike Reyes knows basketball. He was a star at Westerly. Shots off the mark and rebounds still loose. Loose balls seem to be advantage Bulldogs, and it's still loose, and they'll get it. So back come the Bulldogs with it, up ahead. And step back 3, good space, and just off the mark. So, yeah, as I was saying, the coaching is definitely there, and the ability to convey it to different age groups to me is amazing. And, boy, have they ever, 13-0. And you would think if you looked at the scores that either it was a video game or they didn't break a bead of sweat. But, I mean, they're 100 miles an hour the entire game. The backcourt predominantly thus far has been Santana Hamlin and Tessa Bliven. And their pass is crisp and hard. Open in the corner, they'll take a shot, and it is just short. Rebound up and in, offensive rebound. Again, that's number 31, Madison Caradillo. She's doing work, folks. And even when the shot's off the mark. 10-2 the score, and out of bounds it goes. And I can imagine as a middle schooler, I was never in big games like this. This is exciting stuff for these guys, for all these participants to have an opportunity to win a state championship in middle school and have the talent to do so. I mean, you'd think these girls, maybe they have been playing together for years and years and years, but their symmetry, boy, is it there. And that comes from coaching, practice. Play inside to Caradillo, tries to use the pivot, gets off to Hamlin, bounce pass to the baseline, just shy. Fighting for that rebound, boy, oh boy.
The way they're moving the ball around the court is just masterful.
It is.
It is. It really, like, you're watching them, and they know where their teammates are in relation to where they are. Their passes are crisp for the most part. Like, this is a really impressive team to watch. We got to see them for about 8 minutes during a halftime a couple weeks ago during the boys' game, and this has just been really fun to watch so far. And I'm excited for this quarterfinal matchup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the fact that they win, there's no rest for the weary here. If you were undefeated during the season and you lose one, unfortunately the boys did. And after a great season, I want to congratulate the team, the coaching staff. It was a tough game, and but that's how fast it can go in the playoffs. So they're 13-0. The coaches got to kind of convey to them, which is a talent of its own, that, well, it's a new season. It's one and done, whether you were 13-0 or if you squeezed in at 8-5 or whatever it may be, that's it. And the magnitude of it for athletes of this age to step up the way they have at 3, bang from the other side. And I'm telling you, it's starting to slip quick here. It seems quick to me, but that's probably the pace that they run. I think I went a little back court there, but I have a special angle. And plus give them a break at this point at the moment. And ripping away. I'll tell you what, Caradillo underneath is worth 2 of their opponent's players. So that really, she holds the paint well. She's got good pivot moves from what I've seen offensively, and defensively is strong, stronger than their opponents. That's the baseline they just stuck. One nice pass across the middle, a little dangerous. Bliven comes up with it. The look away. She'll go to the free throw line. Hopefully pops up. Yep. But I told you she's an athlete, and there's no doubt about that. But just gave a look away fake to the left and went up with it. And let me make sure I have the right. Yeah, test a little bit. So at the line, 13-2. I mean, sometimes games get to the point where I generally fade off with the score, regardless. But this looks like it would possibly qualify as one in the future. But this is the only exposure these young ladies get as far as live like this on TV. They'll be able to watch themselves, and that's pretty exciting too. And I was excited about doing these games, let me tell you. And these girls go to the floor with it every time. We have a timeout on the court. Quarter number 1, 14-2 Westerly. Things are going in the right direction. We're going to take a break.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
All right, we are back here. 3-2-1 left in the first quarter. I love it when it feels like that happens a lot.
I have never noticed that. That is really cool, to be honest with you folks. And I'll tell you what, who is not cool, it's this girls' basketball team with the Bulldogs. They are white hot to get this thing started. I don't understand the article I'm reading, so I'm going to pretend to forget about it. It seems like it's a whole different playoff scenario for them than is actually occurring. I know that if they win tonight, they move. They had to win last night, and if they win tonight, they move along to what I guess would be the Final Four in the state. And I'll step one further. If they win that one, foot on the line from the baseline, long rebound, and that's going to be knocked out. Off of a Falcon. Falcons look a bit dejected, a few of them, and I can imagine why, but it is early. You got to try to get that across to your team. And you know what else is a talent that the coaches obviously handled masterfully? The runner to the line she goes. 2 free throws coming up. Number 21, Sophie Gwaltney to the line. I mean, these names are full of athletes. This team. I'm looking up and down now. But this is for a trip to the Final Four tomorrow, and then the winner of that is January 7th. January, yeah. You would have missed it. February 17th is the finals.
When you now, when you're down 15-2 like this, and you're the Hawks, the Falcons. Sorry. When you're the Falcons and you're down 15-2 like this, and you've heard another steal there,
and a beautiful pass after the steal too, ready to roll, and they're still fighting for that ball. That is crazy. That's how aggressive Stanley Hamlin just was going for that ball. Let me tell you, they have strength and they have their aggression. And I keep going back to, how do you get a group of young athletes at this age to perform at this level? And again, coaching it's a special kind of talent that these individuals have. Because look at the talent you have brought out of these young women on the court. And the way that they run the plays that they were taught, the way that they're passing so crisp. They don't want a jump ball. They want that ball. And I've seen that like 4 or 5 times. Vicious. But I love it. That sport's coming up. That's what they're headed for in high school, and they're already pre-trained in doing it. This is going to be boys and girls, mind you. Don't think for a minute these boys, what a pass after the steal, no whistle, off of someone's foot, and it's going to go to the Falcons' way. But both sides of it, boys included, what a feeder program this has become for the high school level. And boy, oh boy, they're going to do nothing but help along the way once they get there. Again, these girls are on their way for a middle school state championship. That would be so cool to say, yeah, I won the state championship in middle school. I won the state championship in high school. That sounds pretty good. You want me to prove it? Here you go. Put up 3-2-1 Westerly, and we'll show it to you.
There you go. So here's a question that I have. If you're the Falcons and you're down, the Falcons are down 15 points right now in the first. There, another collision down there in the paint. There's been a ton of them here in the first quarter. These girls are all playing hard. We have you're down. You have a 15-point deficit in the first quarter. The Falcons are a talented team. They've made it to the quarterfinals of the state. They are a very talented team, and they are down now 17 points as we talk. Every single time I try to get this sentence out, every time I try to get this sentence out, Greg, the score goes up.
I know, and I'm watching Bliven. Bliven made it, made her way from successfully shooting all the way back around and stole the inbound at half court on the opposite side of the court. That is crazy. And they might get a shot up, off, and in they get. They're going to grab 4 for the Falcons. And Hamlin with it all the way back up the court. And right into their offense they go. It's like awesome to watch this offense. They're running in sync. They know when they're going. They know where they're passing. And right wide open in the middle, number 40, and they step up well on defense. Number 44, the Bulldogs, Jenna Parker. And I wanted to mention Macy Antoch has wrestled down a few possessions for the Bulldogs. On the ball, they're going to try to pick away Bliven, and in doing so, they leave open Sophie Gwaltney, and she takes care of it. Nice pass underneath. Here we go, number 40, to the hoop, kicks out. And straight up, just off the mark.
Like, what do you do? What kind of...
This is look at Hamlin. How in God's creation do you get down the court that fast? And she does, and there's a whistle. And you know what's unfortunate? That's a travel on the Falcons. What do you do? Even when you do come away with it, and that was a travel and legitimacy. Yeah. I mean, this is what. Remember when we had? I'm sure, obviously, we had John Fazaro on one of our high school games, co-hosting with me, and it was a great time. And he made it a point to he knows the team intimately, obviously in the blood on the floor here. So he hasn't missed a beat, and told us just wait till you see him. And that they were legitimately this good. And of course you can't tell your players that during the season. But another nice take to the hoop. Number 40, Jenna Parker again. They have a couple players that in the paint they can make their presence felt. And almost stolen, they get the shot up. And they come away with an offensive rebound. That's one of the first of the day. All the way to the hole. That'll be a foul on the Bulldogs. Number 11 versus number 11. So this will be the Falcons' chance to cut in a little bit. But, I mean, look at the size stuff to rebound here for this middle school team down on the paint. I mean, and the aggression that they're taught and trained. And they're like, they all seem confident. There is absolutely no disarray, which you see at every level. I mean, at some point, teams get a little bumbled up and have a few plays go the wrong way or whatever the case may be. I mean, if it's a missed shot, it's a piece of their history, and they move forward. But this, I don't know how you would criticize it, and they've done thus far. I don't know basketball that well, but I mean, I'm sure that's the thing. That, and I hate to say it, but these coaches all season long have had this team improving. Beautiful pass across the court, and there's 3 Bulldogs there for the offensive rebound, and a foul against one of the Bulldogs, and they're just, I mean,
46 seconds left. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. How do you make adjustments at the end of the quarter if you're the Falcons team when you're almost down by 20 here in the first quarter? And you're, like I said, the Falcons are an incredibly talented team. They've made it to the quarterfinals. They're here. There's a reason that they're here. Another free throw sank there.
Yeah, Sophie Gwaltney is having a heck of a game. I mean, I don't know who. No, there's nobody who isn't. Don't get me wrong. And it's really hard to get their numbers because they're so fast and they pass off so fast off the mark on the second. But let me see. She's going to grab the rebound herself. So Gwaltney 1 for 2 from the line, gets it back and turns it into a 4-point play. Bliven again, right off the rip from the jump ball. She has led the way here, and there's going to be a reach-in foul on the Bulldogs, and that has continued. I forgot it was the first quarter. They're on pace to score for 100. I mean, that's unheard of. They are against a team who made it to this semifinal or quarterfinal round, whatever round it is. I know they only have to win 2 more after this to take home the crown. So whatever round it is, it's a high one. I think quarterfinals. I don't know.
When you're having trouble inbounding a ball against a team, that is. And now here the Falcons on a fast break and an errant pass. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. It gets in your head, right?
There you go. You just took the words
down by
out of my
22.
mouth.
I mean, and like kudos to the Falcons players because they're giving it their all. They're in the playoffs.
Crossover, both hands living there, by the way. So she apparently has a right and a left, and has a whole team that wants to make sure she's a nice play in the middle. That is number 40. They play with their body. They play with everything. I mean, they're not being taught and trained at a middle school level. Clearly, it's at a higher level. I mean, running of plays. Have we even seen Atlanta the Falcons
I know.
even have the opportunity to run a play? I mean, we go down the court. It's either a break and a score or a beautiful play. And I mean, beautiful, these drills know when they're cutting, where they're going, which is all the mastermind of the person who makes the play, and then who draws it up. And I mean, then let me tell you, I'm watching Coach Reyes over there. He's coaching. Let me tell you, it's not like this thing's in the books and he's going to sit down and enjoy it. No, he is 100% entire game. And like I said, it's such a talent to be able to coach athletes at this age, in my opinion. I tried it in Pee-wees. I wasn't very effective. There's the horn, folks. And I don't know, first quarter in the books. Impressive is one adjective. I'll come up with a better one after the break. 27-5 the score.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
And we are back and getting ready to start a second quarter that, for me, it went by quickly because it was highly entertaining. And I don't think that's the case if you're in red. I mean, this is crazy because you brought it up, Ben, that this is a team who I don't have. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get opponents' information at the middle school level because I promise I tried. But I did print out every single game these young women have played, and I read them. And you know what's amazing is they have so many different contributors. I mean, you see here tonight, it seems to me, number 23, Tessa Blivett is on the point, and I'm reading all year long, and Ella Reyes is in, I don't even know how many headlines, but yeah, Ella Reyes, number 25, led the way in so many games this season, but each article, 4, 5, 6 different players. And, I mean, there's not that, well, Reyes does have some high point totals around the 20 area, but everybody contributing to every one of these games, I'm shuffling through them, and how the adjectives they use, breeze into the semifinals, and they make it look easy. Folks, it's not. I mean, this is just some young, good athletes that have the ability to listen, and, man, are they fast. Tessa Blivett, again. Oh, no, excuse me, that's Ella Reyes. I wonder if I'm getting these names confused. That was Ella Reyes.
It's a hard. The game is moving at such a fast pace with these girls, and also, our camera's on the floor. Lisa's doing a great job there tonight with the camera on the floor tonight, which is a little bit of a different setup than we have at Federico Gymnasium. But boom, great open look there for the Falcons, and another one.
Here's what we have, folks. All right, every time I've said Tessa Blivett, I could very well be Ella Reyes, because I'm looking at all these other games and I'm not seeing the name of Tessa Blivett. I'm like, how is this going on? And I know her, but on the court or on the field, it's a lot harder. And I have read through every article now, and I don't see her name. So, the fact that there's 2 number 25s on the roster, I am going to now deem that Ella Reyes is running the show here on the court and is white hot to begin the game. And if I'm correct in this adjustment, I apologize, Ella. You get there's 2 number 25s and no note on it. So I went with the first one I read just because I know that Tessa Blivett is such a good athlete. But that is, in fact, closer I look, that will be Ella Reyes, number 25, who has led the Bulldogs here early on to a 29-5 lead. So I'm glad I at least caught that at this point. I keep getting confused. I'm like, I know Reyes runs the show here, and I couldn't find it. And I'm like, wait a minute, 2 number 25s. So
Well, you know,
for me,
Greg, I don't know any of the names on the roster, and the fact that you were able to contact the coaches and get some information and read all of those articles and stuff, this is, that's just a testament to how much you care and love. Uh, I was gonna say high school sports. This is middle school. Amateur sports.
yeah, there you go. Kids playing
and
sports for fun.
absolutely, it's so fun to watch these kids leave it all out on the court, and I know that some frustration must be setting in on the Alan Sean Feinstein Middle School
What do you
side.
tell the poor kids? I mean, you're just not as good. You tell them. No, I don't think that's going to work. But I think there's got to be some. This is a special team, folks. I've only seen it for a quarter, and they're not. And we're not picking some random game during the regular season. They play inside, well defended. But look at the. I want to say the ferocity. And from the free throw line, bangs it. Sophie Gwaltney. She's having a great name. So Reyes and Gwaltney seem to be the backcourt for the Bulldogs. And
Nice shot
that'll
there.
be two more. Absolutely. And you feel for these teams because, man, oh, man, they don't. It's not like they leave them no room for error. Bounce pass over by Gwaltney. It's going to go back to Gwaltney.
Listen, we have called our fair share of games this year, where the Bulldogs on different levels, right? The boys basketball team ran into a buzzsaw for classical 2 times, including their senior night, and it's one of those things, kind of like this with these middle school, with the middle school girl Bulldogs, that it's they're just these players. It's a special team. It's a special group of players. And what are you going to do? You know, you go out there, you do your best, you play your game, you try to do what you can do.
Well, if you just saw what you saw, I mean, look at the perfect close-up on Reyes playing defense. Up 24 points. And here comes Reyes. And that's reward for playing D. Up and in. 2 more for Ella Reyes. Again, I apologize. She had a fantastic first quarter, and it's continuing. And that being said, they're still playing D like they're losing. You know what I mean? They have been coached the absolute right way, and their talent, I really don't know what else to their speed. I mean, these other players appear to be far more exhausted than we are. I'll tell you that. But off of the break, they break off the inbound, and look, I mean, even inbounding the ball for this team is for their opponents is so difficult. And yeah, the coaches, as far as you mentioned, they were great. They contacted me the first time, and then I actually contacted them with some pronunciations, so I didn't do that wrong. So instead of getting any pronunciations wrong, I went with the whole name.
There you go.
That being said, did you see the difficulty in getting a player? It's right there.
Oh.
I mean, a Bulldog hand in on it. I mean, this is so impressive. And so much fun to watch. Well, to watch as a Bulldog. I mean, you saw her pivot 360 3 times of the pirouette before they had no choice but to call timeout. You know what I mean?
And now we know. Now we know why. Now we know why that it's been said that these Bulldogs players, the starters, don't really see the second half very much.
As I'm printing out these articles, I was reading them. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. This can't be. I'm like, and it's what's funny is that some of these games, I guess they're 14-0 now. Their records count. They added in their playoff victory, and I'm just like looking at so many names involved, and like I'm just gonna pick them out. There was one game in the playoff game. Jenna Parker, she had 5 points, 8 rebounds, 6 steals. That's a fantastic game. And they next, let me see, Macy Antosh had a great all-around game, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 6 steals. That's a great game. You get 5 people to do that, you're going to be a good team. Now, this team's obviously got 5 or 10 people who can do that and more. Because from what I'm watching, and it's tough to make a sale on me, but they're a great team. I mean, this is their opponents, and if this continues, would move forward tomorrow night. And I don't know exactly who they have in store, who they would have in store, the winner of this one here. And there's really no break. Then they have the state championship on the 17th. And who knows, maybe the Bulldogs can bring home a state title for Westerly. And that'll be the first one in quite a while in hoops, let me tell you. And again, the inbound. She stepped in front, tapped it off of her opponent, the intended player, and out of bounds it went. Now, she did that on purpose. She really did. Ella Reyes sent the inbound now, and it'll go to Hamlin. So 33-7 here, folks. All Bulldogs? Yes, all Bulldogs. And that is correct, and Reyes with it.
Greg, is Hamlin any relation to Mello?
I think I ask her in the show. I think it's just this. I'm not 100% sure. I think I asked during the when we spoke with the coach, but I forgot whether I asked, and if I did, I forgot his answer. But I do believe. I believe it's his younger sister. And he'll let me know if I'm wrong. They love doing it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So that pass batted out, and the Falcons will attempt to take flight here. I mean, we're only halfway through the second. Holy smokes. So 4:17 to go in the second quarter. I mean, and as an official, and there's a couple of substitutions coming in. Number 25. Leading the show, and she is, for a guard at her age, holy smokes. I mean, she can take it to the hole strong. She can hit a three. I mean, you can see the muscles and the strength in some of these players, Reyes included. That it's just it's mind-blowing to me at the moment, to be honest with you folks. I mean, I don't think, look at that.
Oh, my God.
And that was the best I've ever done and picking the right adjective for that play right there. Holy smokes. Jumps up right in her face and steals it. That's fun stuff. And there's some things in here, folks, that can't be coached. You know what I mean? Like, there's some talents and aspects of talents that you just have in you. And some of these players definitely have that wow factor. And it's so young. I mean, I guess you say it's so young and undeveloped. I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's so young and developing rapidly. You know what I mean? Because they go from here. I'm not sure exactly which players this is their final year. I would think Reyes heads to the high school just based on talent level. And they go into the freshman league. Coast to coast, I mean, your best shot up, and they don't get the bounce, and down with the rebound. They come away with it. Credit this Falcon squad, man. They keep fighting, and the Bulldogs end up with it. And the foul, that was Macy Antoch fighting for possession for the Bulldogs. And
when you think of some of these young players like Reyes coming up to the Bulldogs to join some of the underclassmen that we have now, like Juliana Voisinet and Madison Pellegrino, Nova Woodward, like the Bulldogs are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Division I is a tough task every single year, but you saw the team this year do incredibly well, and they're hopefully headed to the playoffs for some success. Coach Hake is just
quietly excited. She's focused right now on her own team. Well,
that's what I'm saying. She's built a tremendous program over the last 10 years, and for these girls to come up, the middle school coaches right now are building one heck of a feeder system into the high school, and in and of that, they're hopefully going to win a state championship here this year. So,
I mean, I'll tell you what, I've only seen them for, 10, 12, 14 minutes, and you have to put together something really, 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 really good to make up the ground. I mean, I don't know the exact record of the Falcons, but between the Bulldogs and the Falcons, they've beaten everybody between the two of them. And so if this is your next, I don't know where it leads, but it's going to have to lead to either a breakdown in the Boston Westerly's trip to the finals if they make it, or a major. I mean, it's 35-7. It's impressive. Again, in the overused word, like I said, I guess I need halftime to come up with some adjectives. A nice take to the hole by a Falcons team who does not quit. And up takes to Santana Hamlin takes it up the floor. The Bulldogs, they can do it quickly. They can set up and run beautiful plays in their presence in the paint as well. I mean, it's not like they're just a bunch of guards. It's I mean, and when
The-
you're led
the
by number
Falcons-
25 Reyes, who can feed you the ball or take it or shoot it, I mean, that's just such a huge start. And she literally is headlines 6-7 games this season, and not like that's that. I mean that's the end all be all. But now I'm actually getting an opportunity to watch this team, and it's like harmony in motion here. And the foul going back up, so a good play for the Falcons. They'll get to the line 4-2. The foul called on the Bulldogs, number 40, and the first quarter, I think, kind of blew our minds a little bit. That's why it went by so fast. And to see it just continue and continue. I mean, they've scored a little bit less in the first half of the second. They've shuffled in 7 players already. 8 players have been on and off the floor. Maybe more than that. Let me look at the numbers here.
And the Falcons scored 5 points in the first. They've scored 4 points so far here in the second. Hopefully they're going to tie their number from the first quarter with this free throw. And they do. So 5 points in the first, 5 points in the second thus far. Not a lot of offense to be had. These Bulldogs attack, and they attack on defense. And
they know what they're doing.
pass. They pass like absolute crazy on offense. The way that this team moves on offense is just insane. And another 2 points there.
Yeah, you saw everything you're saying. It was happening right while you were saying. They pass with a purpose. Like, they know what they're doing with the ball. They're running plays, and they're trusting the coach's plays because they're receiving a pass and pushing it off without even looking at the defense. They're running plays precisely the way they were taught, and it ends up in an open shot or an opportunity almost every time. And to see a middle school team do that, I mean, there's no just take it and figure it out or open offense, spread out and go do what you want. Their passes are with purpose. Their passes are passes that are intended for other people, and they're running the plays that the coaches promised them would work if you do it, and they work, and they're doing it. And they're physical as anybody.
And you can see what benefit confidence has right now, because when you are making those passes, when you are doing those plays exactly as they're drawn up and you're not even looking at the defense, it really doesn't matter what the Falcons are trying to run. The Bulldogs have plans, and that's what they're going to do. That confidence level to step up, know it's going to work, make that pass, know where your players are going to be, know where your teammates are going to be, know where you can pass the ball. Like, that is supreme confidence in the scheme, in the talent, in your teammates, in your coaching. I just can't say enough good things about the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, really, that's all there is to talk about. And a 3, a nice shot
Beautiful
Falcons.
Shot.
And this is no discredit to the Falcons. They're a good team. The bottom line is sometimes good teams bump into better ones. In this offense, I mean, their backcourt between Reyes and Hamlin, I guess you would call their backcourt. But Gwaldy is another guard. It's like they're running 3 guards. But you got the strength of the 3 around the strength of forwards. But this system that they have on the floor, I mean, the defense, it's exactly how you teach it. And the help defense, number 13, she's been in on a lot. Gemma Fazzaro. I figure that's the name of the number I haven't mentioned a lot. But she's been in on a lot of plays. And the size factor, the height. And Gemma is probably the tallest, but then you have Reyes to have tall guards like that. And that gets another shot opportunity for the Falcons up and in. And they're on a scoring streak here, and that is going to be
That's halftime.
That is going to be the half. So a good way to end the half for the Falcons. But let me tell you, that is an impressive first half for the middle school Bulldogs. This score, Westerly 40, the Falcons 15. We're going to take a break and bring you more entertainment when we return.
This month is Gavin's 1-year anniversary here at KMA. I think the biggest change that I've seen in him is his self-confidence.
Really been a good thing to me. I got bullied all through like 2nd grade.
Watching Gavin grow into, a self-sufficient, independent young man. And it's been a wonderful thing to see.
It actually got me wanting to teach here. It's made me not get bullied this year.
We're so lucky to have somebody like Sensei Mike and his team to be working with our kids.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly. Hey guys, it's Ben from 321 Westerly, and we need your help. We absolutely love bringing you the sports games every single week on 321 Westerly and supporting Westerly High School sports. And we have heard countless stories from aunts, uncles, grandparents, people across the country, alumni that love tuning into these games. And we need your help to keep those games free for the community. We're looking for sponsors for the winter and spring sports right now. We have very reasonable rates, and it's an incredible return on investment. You're going to get social media posts, video ads, radio ads, articles, all sorts of stuff. Email us, team@321westerly.com, or call the number in this video, and we'll see you soon. But we really need your help, and we would love to get some more advertisers so that we can keep bringing you Westerly High School sports.
All right. Welcome back. We are live at Westerly Middle School right here at the half. As you see, no players at the moment. But, boy, what a half it was. I mean, you keep saying the same thing and just with different adjectives. I say you, I'm speaking in the third person of myself. I keep saying the same adjectives, but really, folks, this is the first time I've seen it. And when you read it in print, it doesn't have the same effect as it does seen in person, but I went through everything I got here. I don't know, 8 of their articles or whatever. And man, they had one game that had 14 different players score. 14 different players. I mean, so this isn't. I mean, it could be a show with 5 or 6 or 7 players, and they could roll that way. But they do not. Everybody is a contributor. Honestly, with Ella Reyes at the helm, that's a huge start. She plays with confidence. Starts each play. Can take it to the hole, can shoot, and Santana Hamlin's touched the ball a lot. Who else do we have? We haven't said her name a lot, but she's in a lot of articles, let me tell you, and that's Luciana Marchioni for the Bulldogs. Has had a fantastic season. It's just this team across the board. I mean, I don't want to forget any names, so I really shouldn't get into it because eventually I'm going to say them all, and that's what you got. So, what do you do to the girls? If you're the Falcons, honestly, you in the locker room, you tell them you're proud of them because they've had a fantastic season. And,
they have had a fantastic season. They got here. They got to the quarterfinals. Yeah,
I mean, I've lost big games. Not quite by compare this margin at this moment, but where it's just you ran into a team better, and that's in one half. I can say that with confidence. That they have run into the better team that's playing better as well. This team is their system, their whole system. I was going to say their offensive system, but their whole system that the coaches have instilled and they've bought in at the middle school level. They've bought in as much as you could at any level. I mean, like I said, these girls pass with a purpose, and if the play isn't theirs to freelance or shoot, they move along. They run the play as the play is supposed to be run. I mean, it seems like every shot they take was the shot that was drawn up. It's obviously not the case, but these girls are smooth like that. They're athletes, and they show it. Especially when they take it to the hole. I mean, I watch them, and they certainly don't look like. I mean, I don't even know how old they are. 12 years old, 11 years old. I don't know, but I mean, they play.
Greg, one of the things that is remarkable to me is that as we sit here at halftime, if the Bulldogs defense was to hold up in the second half exactly the same way that it did in the first half, and the Bulldogs did not score a point, they'd win by 10.
Oh, yeah. Just
if the,
weird.
If
I'm
the,
looking
if,
for
if
I'm
the
looking
defense,
for names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at names.
Does the same thing, and the offense does nothing, they win by 10.
Play.
Yeah.
And I wonder myself how many of these are we know. Let's see. We know Gemma Fazaro has family in the high school already. I know. I see an Ella Seltzer, so it makes me wonder: is that Hannah Seltzer's sister? And like we said, you can go online. There's a Cardillo on it. There's an Addison Poole. You wonder if that was Michael Poole's sister. Just the age breakdown. And it's funny because these young athletes, I know what level they're at playing, and where their siblings are at playing. And right now, Westerly is in a good little, I don't want to call it a groove, whatever it may be, at all of the levels. And hopefully it all comes together, first and foremost, today here for the Bulldogs. And they bring back more action for us to bring you tomorrow. I believe the opponent tomorrow might be Ponagansett. I don't know why I said that. I read it somewhere just now at halftime. Don't quote me on that. This is the Elite Eight, though. However, folks, and the winner plays tomorrow. They play the highest seeds location, and the winner of that goes to the championship game on the 17th.
And we will be providing there is a game tomorrow night, Thursday night, the 15th. We will be here recording that game and bringing it to you. If there's a semifinals to be had here for the Bulldogs, which right now,
boom, way to start a half, folks.
Which right now it looks like there's going to be.
And I see that Macy. Let me see Macy right there. Macy Antoch is running the show at the. Oh, now we have Reyes there. Antoch took it up the court the first possession. And their defense. I mean, I'm looking so far ahead. I'm thinking, all right, 10th grade is Madison Pellegrino. Maybe there'll be two Madisons on the team at the same time that are both huge in the paint. Like, you know what I mean? Both have great games in the paint. That's Cardillo right there, Madison Cardillo. This team has a good paint post presence. They have guards, they have forwards, they have center. You know what I mean? There's no real need to morph a position. They have talent at every level. That's Antwerp on the defense, and the Bulldogs come away with the rebound. So the Bulldogs first to score in the second half, and gets knocked away. Which way do we go? And that's going to go in favor of the Falcons. Yeah, and you try, if you're a Falcons coach, try to win the second half. I mean, that's all you can really do. Of course, as an athlete, you're going to get a little bit down. I mean, it is what it is. But I'll tell you right now, if you're the coach of the nice shot from the baseline, no good, no rebound Bulldogs. If you're the coach of the Falcons when this thing's all said and done, you definitely tell them that they've had a great season, and you inform them that they've played a team that's like above the normal level. You break the news to them. I mean, maybe that was already broken to them at halftime. Don't get down on yourselves. Keep doing your thing. The team you're playing, sometimes it's just excellent. Nice post move, and it doesn't quite go, and rips down the rebound. That's Macy Antouch running point at the moment. Crossover, and kicks to the corner, wide open. Nice pass, and nothing but net. Who is over there? I can't read your number. She's hit 2 threes. Nice feed by Antouch. Again, like, how did you see over there that fast that she was wide open? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, these girls do. Another 3, and it goes. Number 3 for the Falcons. A little back and forth here. I like it. So and you know what? It's not bad for the Bulldogs if they do end up going tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
A little bit of competition. Baseline jumper. Man, they can all hit everywhere. That's one of the more difficult shots. That's one of the lost arts, that shot right there.
A moment ago, before that 3-pointer for the Falcons, the Bulldogs had more than tripled their opponent's score in a quarterfinal Elite 8 matchup.
Yeah, I know. It was
the Falcons are a great team, and that just goes to show you what level the Bulldogs are at right now.
They haven't run. I think they did. There was one backdoor play. That's where the Falcons get off. And when I say that, I mean they're running plays, but the Bulldogs defense is not allowing them to get to where they want to get to, do what they want to do. And that's Caradeo right there. Feeds to Hamlin over in the corner. Macy and Touchford just off the mark. And the rebound, Caradeo up and in. Yeah, I was reading just some random articles, and it's kind of funny. I mean, there's one article, I was reading the count players' names to find out what the deal is. And what I found out is they use everybody. And they're all contributors, which is awesome to see. And awesome from the coaches doing that to the players. Because, I mean, when you're 13-0 beating teams by video game scores, you can certainly pick your best 5 and let it run. And they do not do that. They develop like everyone on the team. You know what I mean? And I don't know who on this team is going to be there next year, but boy, they're going to be good next year because, I mean, the exposure they're getting this year. That being said,
and
you
can't have a team full of 15 8th graders. You know what I mean? I'm sure that this isn't a team full of 15 8th graders.
Yeah, and 49-8 just happens to be the score. The game that pushed them to 11-0. I'm not going to mention who it was against; it's irrelevant. But El Reyes, Luciana Marcioni, and Sophie Gwaltney all on it, and there's Hamlin. Hits. I'm looking now, reading their highlights. Might as well stay in the present, because this is one big highlight at the moment in reality. That's a nice play by the Falcons, turns into
Great
2.
job.
So there you go. They run a nice play there. And that's what this Bulldog team is doing. They get into an offense almost every time down court. So Hamlin over to Antouch. Oh, excuse me, that was not Antouch. Back to Hamlin. And up and in, number 40 for the Bulldogs, Jenna Parker.
Now, realistically, just being realistic, and I don't want to say this, but as they've almost tripled the score again here, 57-20 right now, with a quarter and a half left, under a quarter and a half left, the Bulldogs, this is an insurmountable lead now. It's been difficult from the very beginning. I do not think, if you're the Falcons, hopefully you don't get down on yourself and they keep playing, and I'm sure that they will, because I know that that team has had a lot of tenacity the whole year, and that's why they're in the position that they're in. But you're looking at this right now, and it's almost a 30-point lead with 11 minutes left to go. You haven't even scored, you've scored 20 points so far. You're almost at a 30-point deficit. If the Bulldogs got lackadaisical, which I don't think that they have ever done this year, but if they did, maybe they'd be in trouble. But this game seems like it's over at the moment.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've trained and taught never ever to say that. And nice block out of bounds will be the Bulldogs' ball. But yeah, I mean it's just based on the talent that is against you. I mean, I am noticing different numbers in red. That's awesome. That they're all getting a chance on the court. But this like, right there, that was a beautifully run play. And these girls almost. When they're running their plays, they have them inbred so well in themselves. And how many plays do they run at the middle school level? How many plays do you throw at these players to learn and to digest and to run as close to perfection as possible at your goal? I mean, these girls are running a lot of different offensive plays when they need to run an offense. This Bulldog team, that's so fun to watch. I mean, honestly, I haven't seen a Bulldog basketball game at this go like this ever. Yeah, I can go with that. I was going to say this year, but it's fun to watch if you're rooting for the Bulldogs. I mean, I'll confidently say tomorrow night at 5, I won't say Pontiac, since I said that, I have no idea where I got that idea. But anyway, 5 o'clock would be the Final Four. Trip for the championship on the line. I know that's the 17th. I don't know where. I have high hopes that the Bulldogs will be a participant now that I've watched them live. John Fazzaro did not exaggerate. He did not even overhype the team. He is just a well-oiled machine. I mean, these are athletes. And they are being put in the position to win, and they've bought into what their coaches are putting down, and the product is the best I have ever seen at the middle school level. This is the, dare I say, best team at that level, including over my middle school levels, any team, girls, boys, at their level that I may have seen. I don't remember ever playing with teams that doubled and tripled their opponent's scores all the way through to the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been with undefeated teams, but none that seemingly do it with ease. And a nice job rebounding there, bounced out, and then that was number 20 who's having a big game too, Ellis Seltzer. I hate to forget names because we're spending so much time giving them accolades. So I'll make sure I get all the contributors in, but I can list your names up top to bottom, and you've all contributed.
We'll do that.
Right
we'll do that in the fourth quarter.
Quarter
just because everybody deserves a moment of recognition here.
Hamlin and Gwaltney are in the backcourt right now. Gwaltney's having a great game, Sophie Gwaltney. And
nice
another
steal
name,
there. Nope, the Bulldogs get it back.
Right back up, and that is Sophie Gwaltney who does it.
61 points. And now they have 62 points would be it, but they're up by 40 right now. They're up by 40. We're being joined right now by our director, Dave DeAngelis. Dave, how are you?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. Are you enjoying the show?
Oh, yeah. It's a clinic.
There you go. It really is. And like
No,
I
it's
said,
fantastic.
The Gwaltney name's in a lot of different sports. There's a Jackson Gwaltney who plays all the sports as well. And I wonder if they're siblings. I don't know. But regardless, foul up in the bucket. So even the Falcons on the sidelines are up and sharing. They do somewhat scouting, one would imagine. So they had an idea probably, judging by the little scouting that I did. When you look into an undefeated team and then you look into the scores and numbers, maybe they had an idea what they were in for. And John was right when he said you're not really going to believe it. And I believe that there was a good team. I don't think it was lying. But, I mean, a team that swarms to the point that you can't breathe as an offense. And they could, again, kudos to coaches. They could have that same 5-7 players in and the score maybe a little bit different. Maybe they're up by 8 or 9 more, but that's not coaching. That's the whole point. They're coaching these women more than just to play at a high level. And Gwaltney gives it off, and travel in the corner. So the Bulldogs will turn it over, 61-24 the score, and we are in quarter number 3, well into quarter number 3, I should say. And this is exciting times. I didn't think we were going to get a state championship opportunity here in the winter. And, man, oh, man, I believe now. I'm a believer. And I'm only 2.5 quarters in and some newspaper articles. But you can't do it justice in print. I promise you that. I mean, nice play to Reyes, wide over the top, doesn't want it, gives it to a teammate. Just as open, and that's the unselfishness on this team. They're not looking for their own numbers. They're probably super happy when they get an article with 4 different players on it, and the different types of contributions. And Bulldogs with the block and rebound. That's Reyes who takes it up the court. And I am off to that corner that they love, a little off the mark. And the Falcons will take the rebound. I'm super fortunate and lucky that I got the Reyes name correct. I would have hated to go the whole 4 quarters with the dominance she is put on the court and having the name wrong.
I just want to say I'm appalled that I went almost the entire game here with the timeout graphic being incorrect. So I want to apologize on my end because no one noticed that I had the Lancers up for the timeout.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy. That would have been the difference.
That's all right.
Maybe it'll turn around now.
Listen, it's been a long night, okay? It's been a long night.
Yeah,
it's Valentine's
you've been trying
Day.
hard over here.
It's Valentine's Day.
Oh, and by the way, tomorrow night, Greg, the high school girls are facing South Kingstown.
Oh, all right. There you go.
A little closer than Pontiac.
That is. I don't know why that name came in my head. It's not.
Well, the high school, but the if the Bulldogs, which look like they're going to win this game, Dave, do we know who the Bulldogs will be facing tomorrow night?
I will check that out. Sorry about that.
God, it's so funny. I probably read a random article during the season. And that's the buzzer. 3 in the books, folks. And as we just talk on the side, the Bulldogs keep doing their thing. These girls are going to be something special. There's something special right now with a state championship opportunity, but they're going to bring that same opportunity to the high school pretty soon. 63-24. We'll take a break.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop in to Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
So, I think that, what do you think is going to happen in the fourth quarter here? Do you think that the Bulldogs are going to keep their foot on the gas pedal? Do you think that they're going to back it off now? I mean, they're leading by 39 points with 8 minutes left to go. Their opponent has scored 24 points for the night.
Yeah, and honestly, I think he's been using his whole bench.
He has.
I looked at numbers and like I said, Coach Reyes, him and his wife. I know that Coach Reyes was an excellent basketball player, and having that history, and he's a teacher, and he obviously can. One of the most difficult and special things I've just being around Pee Wee football, I've come to find out is the ability to get through to your players and have them buy in. And credit to all the coaches on that staff for doing that, for accomplishing that. And then the fact of his own ability, implementing these plays. What do you tell your team? You're going to see a few different numbers, which I see a couple, I'll say. So you'll see a lot of that, and a little off the gas pedal. You're going to see the new play. If there's new players that haven't played at all, they're going to go do their thing more than likely. But yeah, anybody who's been on the floor, I think he probably does tell them to take it off a little bit, but not totally. I mean, because you got a huge game tomorrow, so you can't. It's hard to tell a player, okay, play the rest of this with half speed and then be ready tomorrow to go 100% again. I mean, that isn't a video game. These are real people, you know what I mean? So their 60% would still do it. You know what I mean? So number 11, that's Ann Touch with it. She's been in and out the whole game long. So she's running the helm at the moment. And nice play in the middle. Wide open at the free throw line. Great play. That's number 12 with the bucket. Luciano Marchione. Marchione, that was one of the names that I asked for, and I got, and I still got it wrong. And the Falcons on the ball, that is Marchione. And so there's a few new Bulldogs in, yeah, definitely, but I'm not seeing much of a break on. And the bucket, that's a tough shot against any defense. So he'll turn around, got the foul in the bucket.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one thing that I noticed, and probably a lot less whistles in the third quarter That's really the only thing you can do to help out a team that's having a real rough time. Like in football, they keep the clock running, stuff like that. Can't do that in basketball. All you can do is really hope that the officials kind of buy into the fact that they don't want to get it too bad. I mean, you see the hustle, just looking for the loose ball on the rebound while you're up by 30 plus, you know what I mean? This is 100% buzzer to tip the buzzer. I mean, it's kind of at this level, in my opinion, the way you got to teach them to play. Take your foot off the gas. I don't know. The more I think about that, I don't know if that's really something you want to be instilling. Or maybe just shoot less, something like that. I don't know. I'm not the coach that they are. Clearly, they know what they're doing. I mean, it's just such a great thing to see. And I know that the coaches at the higher level, boys included. When I say this, I'm including the boys team. My team was ridiculously good all season long. One off game, picked the wrong date, and that's all it is. That's all it was. You picked the wrong date, but you can't ignore the last 13 games. That team is a fireball of athletes. And I don't mean just athletes. I mean, I know I read Dan Cummings' name in a million articles, and he's just a superstar on the football field as well. And who knows what he does in the spring. So, I mean, the programs in the high school are getting fed excellent athletes for the next few years, at least. And that goes to the coaches at those levels. I mean, they do so much off season, and that's off the mark for three. I mean, I know I can say the name, the off name, Josh Arnold with softball and doing stuff with the Westerly players all year round. As soon as softball ends, I know for a fact he's got tournaments set up like the next week. They don't. There's no. So I mean that, and the results are starting because that's kind of a new thing. In I don't know how many years, 5 years, 4 years, whatever it may be, that's been going on so heavily from off season to off season, and we're really starting now to see the fruits of the labor. I mean, right here is beyond that. I mean, I don't know what level they played at before. Was it youth? And they assumingly weren't on the same team, but they have such team chemistry here. Even with the new numbers in, that was a block on defense steal. And Antosh takes it up the court, and they're having no problems with her at the helm. And in the middle, again, they're big men in the middle. They do not give up the ball. They're not going to be outpowered. This is Caridillo and fouled on her way up. They also have Jenna Parker in the middle, not at the moment, but she's played up there. They have a lot of height on their team, I'm noticing. Comparably, I mean, look right now. I mean, these aren't even our tallest. One of the huge attribute of Reyes is that she's not only a guard and knows the game intellectually and physically, but she's tall and long. And so when you have a guard that has those attributes, that's dangerous. That's really dangerous, and especially at the middle school level. I mean, Jeepers Crow is the, I'm thinking of safe adjectives to think of this team. You know what I mean? Because black and white, good, black and white, better, different level. They're on a different level. They really are.
I wanted to say that, Greg, you are absolutely right. If they win, I guess we would say at this point, they will be facing Pontigansett at home.
Really? I did read that somewhere.
Because they are the higher seed. So there you go.
know what? You know what, Greg? I literally just got a text from John Fazaro right now that said they play Pontigansett. So they will be playing Pontigansett Thursday night at 5 p.m.
Yeah, see, I doubt myself. I knew I read it somewhere and I lost it.
You shouldn't, Greg.
All right, well, that's a beautiful thing. Pontigansett will and a steal. Right up the shoot, but look at the defense converge and no shot to be had. So, yeah, undoubtedly, I'll say at this point, the girls will be playing tomorrow night at 5 p.m. And there's also, Dave, you said a high school game?
Yes,
There's a high school game on the radio tomorrow night. The girls' final regular season game at
Away.
South Kingstown
A big
tomorrow
one,
night.
too. That's a big one.
5:30.
Yep.
5:30.
Wait, what's that, 5:30?
That game.
Okay, gotcha. So high school girls are at 5:30 in a big game versus South Kingstown. We'll stick with middle school, but the girls trying to overcome an 0-2 season this far and get to South Kingstown. Playoff implications as well. Another point scored by the Falcons. We're in the fourth here, right? Correct, folks?
Mm-hmm.
We are in the fourth.
Winding down.
it's a lot of the same, so you never know. I mean, they've brought in new numbers, pretty same results. I mean, like I said, you're not seeing a lot of points, and that's the coach's respect of the game, teaching the kids to play it the right way. That doesn't mean take your foot off the gas. It doesn't mean don't run plays. But you haven't seen them chuck up any threes and such. They maintain possession here. That is number 11, Macy Antorch. And she's been going from jump to buzzer, really. She's on and off. She was on and off the first half and pretty much completely on in the second. And inbounding are the Falcons. So it's nearly impossible to do this team just straight up play-by-play. Because they're so efficient and so quick and score so much, and there's so many good positive things you see in the course of one play that you want to talk about that that just to go black and white play by play takes away from what they're doing. And that's the penetration kick out by Antorch. Well defended right in there by the Falcons, and they're on the run, but again the Bulldogs cut off their path, and beautiful defense. Couldn't get her feet planted, so stayed away from the foul and made the shot difficult. I mean, those are little things that they shouldn't know yet. I didn't think they should. I mean, she really did. She jumped in front, realized she wasn't planted, and stepped off enough not to get a blocking foul. Little things you see while you're up 35 points, they're still doing it. I mean, holy cow. This is just overall, this whole situation is a success this year, let me tell you. And the steal back. And that is number 20 with the steal. That's Ella Seltzer, who will get it back. And penetrate, kicks back. Number 30 with it. And number 30 is not on the rest. Loose ball, Bulldogs lose this one. And the Falcons have it. So 5 p.m. tomorrow, folks. It'll be right here at the Westerly Middle School. And that, I do believe, is for a trip to the state championships.
Yes, it is.
All right. No details about that. Who or when? Probably no one knows who, but where or when. I thought I read
well,
that.
If somebody knows who, I'd like to talk to them.
That'd be smart people. It is that. I do have it in print. Someone gave it to me. It is that. It is on Saturday in Johnston, though. So, man, what a week it is for the team that wins this, man. That's a flurry. They've already played a game, play this game, play tomorrow, and then play for the championship with 1 day's rest. That's a task.
It is a task.
Plus, you guys are school.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
What's school?
Come Monday, you go to school either. You can go to school a state champion, and that's worth it. Then you walk with your shoulders a little higher.
That's true.
That's always fun. And I don't even know if they had middle school leagues like this when I played. Certainly not as talented. And that goes to the team in red. Most definitely the other Bulldog, our boys Bulldog team. They had such a great season, and that's sports are a fickle thing, folks. That round ball some days just isn't quite as round, and that rim isn't quite as wide, and it just hit on the wrong day for the boys. It has yet to hit that spot of the rim on the girls. Is it possible? Absolutely, but not here today, and hopefully not in the next few days. Because boy, oh boy, I would love just have another team on the show on Saturday. We're already going to have you ladies on, and the boys. You're both more than invited. I'll be contacting the coaches. That'll be a great time. But first, let's see if these girls can't bring a banner back.
Well, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, right? That'd be so much fun. And the Falcons still working it in the corner. And I've watched a lot of the Falcons coach. Honestly, just trying to see what the deal is. And I haven't seen any anger at all throughout this game. I've seen coaching, a little maybe hand movement stuff, but I think she knew what she was in for. I really, truly do.
Well, listen, they look at the articles, they look at the reports. You know, we have 2 minutes left here in the game, 66-29. But they're well prepared. They know what they're going up against. You know, the same way that.
Most of the other teams probably knew. You're right. And you just see some people be so intense. You think that anger is the way to go. And I think she's done a great job with her team, keeping them going. I mean, they're still going at 100%. Not letting their heads aren't down. And I think that's a great job by her, the coach. Her being the coach of
the Falcons.
Falcons. I was going to say the Hawks. I keep thinking Atlanta. I know they haven't flown that far for this game. So. back to the line they go. Clock is
sport,
ticking.
Great sportsmanship on both sides.
Yeah,
right
I
here.
couldn't agree more. Physicality-wise, these girls could. I see the potential. I mean, we saw early on. They're on the floor. If there's a loose ball, they've been trained. They dive for it. You know what I saw that really was fantastic is when they get their hands on the ball for a rebound, they have been taught. I don't know what they exactly say, but elbows out, swing that body around, get your defense away from you. And I think there's been one jump ball, and Westerly's come up with every single possession that's been wrestled for. I mean, they really tear that ball away. And that passes out of bounds. But there's so many little things that this team does so well. And, you know, that's what they say about sports and coaching. It's like a shift change in hockey here. Bunch in, bunch out. But they play with a tenacity and an intensity that is just it's unique. It's fantastic. Number one, we'll inbound for the Bulldogs, Ava and Touch. And right there, we may have sisters on the team. And I was good friends with an excellent basketball player, Greg Antoch, and that would not surprise me at all in the jeans. And it is good from the baseline. And I missed your number. Oh, no, it might have been Macy Antoch who nailed that from the baseline. Speaking of Antoch, it is the other. And it's fun, really fun for me to watch friends of mine and their kids and their successes. And there's so many of them. I was fortunate with some real good friends that have beautiful families and all of that put together is this. It's amazing. Number 5, Grayson Maynard. And up and off the mark for the Falcons. I see the same thing in high school, too, from a few of the older athletes, and that is one of the highlights. And the kick out. Falcons still moving. Not much room to go. No matter, that's what I mean. It doesn't matter the 5. Number 1, Ava Anton, right up on D. It doesn't look like there's been much of a step off. And you see, even as they run away from the play, they run away with their hands up. So no pass can come from behind. On the floor is Maynard. And it is loose. And my bet is the Bulldogs come away.
All of these girls are still playing so hard.
For the
it's
ball.
A 38-point difference with 30 seconds left. And they're trying their hardest.
Yep,
I was just going to say bravo to the Falcons, not giving up whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Trying to get
true.
every point they can, and that's amazing.
To the last buzz. That is why high school and below is the way to go. And that was confirmed last
Exactly,
Sunday
you're
for
right.
me. It really is. That really was confirmed. I'm not even joking. I think I'm all done with anything above it. I love watching this. You don't see this. Yeah, everyone knows where I'm going, but this is real. And a deep 3 to end it. Boy, oh boy, folks. The scores in the books there, 68-30, over double, and that could have been. It could have been worse. It really could have. What a show the Bulldogs put on for me. This was I'm honored to have an opportunity to call one of their games this season. This will stretch them to, I believe, 14-0 and to the semifinals Thursday night, tomorrow night. I believe 5 p.m. Site will be right here. Opponent will be Ponagansett. So I don't have time to give enough accolades to this Bulldog team. What I will say is, wow, good luck. Keep moving forward. It's been an honor and a pleasure for me. Great job, guys.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey guys, it's Ben from 321 Westerly, and we need your help. We absolutely love bringing you the sports games every single week on 321 Westerly and supporting Westerly High School sports. And we have heard countless stories from aunts, uncles, grandparents, people across the country, alumni that love tuning into these games. And we need your help to keep those games free for the community. We're looking for sponsors for the winter and spring sports right now. We have very reasonable rates, and it's an incredible return on investment. You're going to get social media posts, video ads, radio ads, articles, all sorts of stuff. Email us, team@321westerly.com, or call the number in this video, and we'll see you soon. But we really need your help, and we would love to get some more advertisers so that we can keep bringing you Westerly High School sports.